And you know, you can always hear
the subway.
the New York charm.
I love it.
You know it's approaching, and I'm sorry, tennis players out there, but
Yeah.
it's the Padel life is a happy life.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you. Don't do it. Adapt. Is a lifestyle concept.
No, not really. Welcome to this Padel. Today we are with Pablo Muñoz, a good old friend
Yes.
into the paddle world. Originally from Mexico,
Paddle
a
besties.
New Yorker. Well, you helped me a lot when we played in Padel Haus. I know you from there. We have something in common, a lot for media, newspapers, entertainment,
Of course.
content. And now you gave us a surprise in Brisas, right?
Yes.
So what's Brisas?
Brisas is a lifestyle concept built around the sport. More of an homage to the aesthetics of the sport and the concept of, you know, incorporating what the culture of the sport is, what the new lifestyle is, and how do you adapt it to this forever changing environment, especially in the US, while also respecting what the sport is.
No, I love it. I've been here just for like half an hour, and I'm already like, I don't know how these people build this. So when they say, like in America, location, location, location,
Yes.
you got the 3 L's. How did you get into this space, and where is it for the audience so they know how to get here?
Yeah. I mean, it's accessible via every route, bike, subway, bus, which is, you know, the epitome of New York when you don't want to drive. But in the winter, I mean, you're right across the bridge, so it's also accessible driving-wise. We do have valet parking, so it's also a very good commodity for those who do drive.
Important.
But this location, I mean, we're just honored to be able to have and be a part of such a legacy space. You know, when you
This is in Queens, Astoria, right?
Yes, correct. So we're in Long Island City in Queens, inside of CityView Racquet Club, which Brisas and CityView are now perpetually married. And the Brisas founders, Rohan and Lucho, you met Rohan a while ago. They essentially got put together with the founders and the owners of the CityView space, and through conversations of wanting to innovate and bring new life, Brisas
And this is already
became a part of the conversation and how to rejuvenate and activate some of the areas here in this space. So I'm sorry, tennis players out there, but we did take over 2 tennis courts who were, to be honest, too close together, and we put paddle. And
we're already targeting that area.
Yes. Listen, it could have been another sport, and we chose Padel. But you know, I love seeing faces of people peeking in through the windows and going, "Oh wait, that's actually pretty cool, and it's a cool sport. I want to try it out." And then they realize that they're actually already very good in the sport because they already have the hand-eye coordination, and the rest, you and I know it.
And there are some like squash people also
Correct.
here, so they're gonna fall in love with it.
We do have one of the best junior squash programs in the U.S. Corner Squash by Mostafa, and you know, you're in the cross. What is padel? How do you explain it to somebody who doesn't know? It's a hybrid between tennis and squash. So it made sense to have padel in a tennis and squash establishment.
I'm totally in love with this little shop because also I'm staying in Columbus Circle, so it took me just 20 minutes to get here.
20 minutes.
And I felt like super New York with the big bubble. It was like the bat signal, but for paddle. I think it's gonna become iconic because we always complain about the weather first with paddle, and then it's okay. Now that we have covered our indoor courts, they are not high enough.
Yes.
This is a great exception and a great example.
Correct. We set the new standard for what indoor facilities could have. And you try not to look up because then you get dizzy. No, it's super high.
I think it's even higher than Reserve Solemia. I'm not sure because at some point you lose the metrics. Right?
It's hard to hit the roof on the lob. I will say that. But we should probably put Brisas outside on the bubble now, so people know where they're coming, or CityView by Brisas, anything.
Yeah. Could be like a projection or something. But I was watching it from the subway and like, hey, that's where I'm going. And I could
You
saw
did.
it.
You sent me pictures. You sent me pictures. I see the bubble.
Yeah, I was
I loved
already
it.
excited. And how it's gonna work? Like in the Hamptons, it was a members club. Now it's gonna be like that. Someone can come and visit if they like. How it's gonna work?
Here, I mean, Padel is still accessible for the public. Obviously, again, New York, we're still working on building up the paddle community. I mean, there's a 9 million person population in this city, so it'll take some time to get to all of the households, but we're trying to still be open to the public. But eventually we will honor and respect what CityView was, which was a members only club. And you can always hear
the subway.
The New York charm.
I love it.
You know it's approaching, and next stop is a bandeja.
Sure. There's something I also like a lot is the lighting, because it doesn't distract you. It's like bouncing to the top and then coming here, so it makes you feel you're outdoors.
Correct. It's reflective, right? So there's nothing hitting you directly in the eye. I don't think I've been to a place or being a part of an establishment where someone will complain about the lighting.
No.
So
No.
being able to solve that problem is big for us. We just had the pro players playing here, and they took a second to adapt because they're not used to nothing hitting them directly in the face, whether it be sun or light. But once they did, they were like, "This is great. This is a very good way of solving that problem." And yeah, I mean, to be honest, people who complain about the light, I'm looking at you. Don't do it. Adapt.
No, I don't think anybody would. It's one of the best systems I've seen so far, and I visited a lot of clubs. You were talking briefly about community, and I accept this compliment, but I think you have a key role in that. You did that in your previous job, and right now, to me, you are the go-to person in New York, for example, right? So, why did you switch to BRISAS, and what did you do as a VP in this company?
Yeah. I mean, I love people in general.
Do people love you?
I hope they do. And if they don't, that's okay with me. But yeah, I mean, in your own personal growth, you always find ways of doing new things and creating new concepts. So when there's an opportunity to try something new and take a risk, as much as I love maybe what was already established and everything, I don't like to be complacent, and I do like to test myself and push myself to try new things. And there's opportunity for growth, and not only just corporate growth, but personal growth as well. So I was sold on the idea and sold on the project, and I know Rohan from a long time. We played Padel in 2022, and I've gotten to know Lucho through that, and I like what they've built out. I mean, if you know Padel, you know it's from Acapulco, and if you know Acapulco, you know Las Brisas in Acapulco, right? Like, it's an homage to the culture, and I really like that, especially as a Mexican.
No. Anything is good for Mexico to be proud of that, because it's something they are bringing to the world. I remember in one of the tournaments, Vela was like, "Gracias Corcuera," like being thankful for all the life he's built on top of this sport.
Yes.
So it's a legacy that I think shouldn't be lost.
I agree. Whether it was the Argentinians or the Spaniards who fully developed the sport, it doesn't matter, right? It all had a conception, and it was Acapulco and it was Mexico, and I think everybody should be honored for the sport to have been developed in such a beautiful and amazing place.
Yeah, I love it. And every time I go to Mexico, I like to go to Mundet, and now there are a lot of clubs, but in Mundet, it was always there. So the Racquet Club or the one in Bosques, all that, they always had paddle. They've been looking after that for a long time. It's not like now that it's growing.
Yeah, and you can feel the presence, no? When you go play there, it's quite a substance feeling and emotion.
So what's next here in BRISAS? Next time I come and visit, how it's gonna look and what are the activities that can be done here?
You know, we're trying to create a place where you can stay and be here the whole day. More of a country club feel and aesthetic, holistic approach to the wellness spaces, the sports that we have here. You know, making sure we're providing the best quality of product for tennis, squash, padel. And you have the intersection of what I think are three of the best racket sports. I do love all racket sports, every single racket sport. There's not one racket sport that I don't like. So it's good to be able to play all three of them in one day.
So right now in New York, and especially in this area, we have Reserve with 3 courts in Manhattan and 2 more coming on the Upper East Side, and then 2 Padel Haus and the 3rd one, I think. How is the community behaving now that there are more options?
I think you're seeing lots of cross community. You know, it's if you're eating in one Italian restaurant your entire life without trying the new Italian restaurant on the block, then you know eventually you're going to get tired of it. So I do feel it's you're starting to see that. Cross community interaction and people going to new places, and it helps the market because if you're the only paddle club in the block and you're forcing people to just kind of be there and not really develop and we keep each other on our toes.
Good. During the PPL, the finals, it was like the final rehearsal somehow, right? Like the players came here to practice, and I think they were like shocked by meeting something like this. How was that experience?
It was good. I mean, you know, last year when they came, they had the experience at Padel Haus, and this year they had the experience here. So I think it's good for them to also perceive and see that there's different clubs in the areas where they're hosting these big tournaments. I think we nailed it. In the sense of we got everything properly for them. The turf was set up, the glass is always clean, the space is amazing, the lighting is great, the amenities are comfortable. So
there's some pottery around?
Yes, correct. Some artisanal work, if you may.
I like it.
But you know, you're also trying to curate these elevated experiences for the players because you want them to come back. And you want them to not frown upon the concept of what the U.S. is trying to create in this market, but embrace it and become a part of it more than anything.
Yeah. I also wanted to ask you a little bit about a special person that was around here. Nico Chevalier. Well, he's here having fun. He's just laughing.
El Torito.
Yes.
Torote.
So I like him a lot. He's been super nice with me every time I've met him everywhere. And I think he's super happy to be here. Why did you pick him?
You're looking for a high quality coach and a high quality player as well. You know, not that he's the only one. There's definitely multiple, but you know, it just so happened that he's a great player. He was available. He was looking for a change of pace, and we're just happy and honored to have him and Max Mora coming soon.
Ooh.
So we're going to have 2 top quality players as our resident coaches, and hopefully they're able to become an essential part in the academy and the programming and the player development, right? Because if you don't have player development, then why are you even playing a sport, right?
Yeah, but I think it's one of the key aspects for growing and making people come and visit and stay engaged.
Yeah.
Like once you try the sport, then it's like, well, I'm gonna get better. That's my goal. I want to improve. So people like them are those that are gonna be key part of the growth and the community.
Yes, I agree. And we have a big junior development program across squash and tennis. And you know, these little kids they come here early and they try to get here early so they can come and hit on the paddle courts.
Hey.
So we've already set up junior development programming, and the kids are very excited to start playing padel. But in the U.S., as you know how everything works, until there's no scholarships for padel.
Yeah, it's gonna be a game, not a sport.
No junior development.
Their perception. Yeah, yeah. I think the sport also I guess at some point, or should be, of the USPA roadmap. If they want to be just a game or something like to show off, or they really want to build the foundation of a sport that is being developed in the rest of the world. One of my last questions is, how do you see the future of paddle in the US?
I think you see it as, what are you trying to achieve, right? Right now it's a great business model, but you see the USPA growing and kind of being a little bit more structured and rigorous with their programming and with the tournaments that they're having, and trying to create this big important events like the US Open. And that's very key to the sport as well. You have the competitive and more tournament championship aspect, which is the PPL, which are trying to bring high-level players to continue to develop and build up the sport in the professional part of it. And they're doing a great job at it. I mean, if you compare the types of PPL tournaments we've had over the years, it's becoming great. And then you have the club level. You're seeing more and more courts pop up in the US, and it's not stopping anytime soon. So on the club level, on the community level, we're definitely getting way up there.
Yeah, and you also like to join leagues. I remember you're always pushing those things to happen. So
it's a great social sport. It's the Padel life is a happy life. You meet great people from all walks of life, and very interesting characters play the sport. Would you agree?
Yeah, I totally
agree. Such as yourself.
No, not really. So my last question is related to technology.
Yes.
How important is it, and what are you using for reservation, membership? How that's going to work?
I think you have people talking about the Padel boom, clubs, operations, and all that, but the tech boom, I especially love. Why? Because it simplifies certain aspects of the sport. Off the top of my head, very interesting technological advancements. One, the volley machine is amazing, and it's cross-functional, right? Yeah, you see it in the corner. Second is AI highlights and tracking and everything. So here we're gonna have Playsite next week, so we're very excited for it. And I've worked with Playsite in the past, and I mean, it's just bang for your buck. It's just one of the best tech systems that you have. It gives you feedback, analytics, and a good quality video. So you come from the tech world, and now you're seeing Padel as an activity on all of your
and the Fitbit,
on all of your watches. Correct, and tracking monitors.
Padel is not there yet, but Apple.
Let's call them up. They need to. Apple, this is your chance.
Yeah, they are losing the way. And the reservations, what are you using?
We're using Play by Point for now. And probably will. I mean, there's lots of competition in that market. I will never say there's one better than the other. I just say stick with the devil that you know. And I mean, if it's working and you know how to use it, I think it's a very seamless tool. And if the user experience is amazing, then there's no reason why to change. But you being from the tech world, it's important in tech never to be complacent and always innovate and always keep improving. Yes.
So Pablo, thank you. I really appreciate this time. I was looking forward to interview you and visit BRISAS. So maybe we can go for a walk and see what's coming, to have a sneak peek.
Of course, and welcome to NYC. It's always good to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rosa.